In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the ad creative behind Billie, the female shaving brand just bought by P&G. I'm sure you've heard of them. We're going to talk about what's working, what could be better, and in the meantime, I'm Meredith, the creative director at Billie, and we help e-commerce companies scale their paid traffic. So let's take a look at these ads. So let's pull up ad number one. There it is. Okay, so let's just let this play so you can take a look at what this looks like. We've got some footage of a woman shaving different parts of her body, and then we see a bunch of really great testimonials about how great the razor is. Just $9 plus free shipping. Billie, mybillie.com. Okay, so that's the visual. Let's dive into the body copy first. So meet the razor that mows through it all. 5 super sharp blades encased in first of its kind charcoal shave soap. This is a very, very powerful body copy. I normally don't say that. Again, you've heard me say this before. Body copy is usually like the last in line. So if I'm gonna do a hierarchy of your ad creative, I'm gonna say the visual, then the headline. Honestly, I might even say subheadline if we're talking about Facebook. If it's Instagram, obviously, it's, you've just got the image and then the body copy. But on Instagram, I really don't even know how much people are reading that. So that being said, this gives me not only incentive. Again, I don't know if this is being run in awareness or retargeting. I don't know the numbers behind this, but from a creative director's perspective, this gives me enough differentiators that I'm interested in clicking. Specifically, I think that first of its kind, that's a really great kind of literary trick. Exclusive, #1, exclusively designed, custom build. Doesn't matter if like almost everything that's been created is a custom design, because it is. But it sounds really good and it does kind of give it that extra edge. But charcoal shave soap. So that's super interesting. 5 super sharp blades. Most female shaving apparatuses don't have that many blades. It's usually reserved for male shaving apparatuses. We're just gonna go with that term now. Yeah, meet the razor that mows through it all. I don't know how much I love that, but hey, it probably works. So I don't really have a ton to talk about the body copy, so let's move into the visual. This is a really great strategy. I love using testimonials. Testimonials work over and over again. The key is how many different ways can you make a testimonial sing? And that's a stupid way just to say, like, how can you repurpose your testimonials to be eye-catching, to engage, and to inspire a customer to click? So I've said this before many times. The purpose of ads, yes, we want people to buy, but really we want people to click. We want people to go to your website. Your website is your main storefront and should be doing your big selling. This is like, the postcard to get them to the store. So, one, I really love that they've made the testimonials feel kind of native. And what I mean by native is they feel like what they would look like on the website. They almost kind of feel like a little Instagram-y, a little Facebook-y. Be very careful though, in terms of like trying to copy or mimic exactly what it looks like on Facebook and Instagram. You will get flagged by policy. Couldn't tell you why, but just stay away from that. So you can tell, this obviously isn't an exact replica, but it feels like it belongs here. It feels like it belongs on the social platform. They didn't go overboard. I think what really works is that they're using video footage to help carry you through. So don't just use a single static image and then, rotate through testimonials. People are going to get bored. If you don't have video footage, use an image. Change the image with each testimonial just to help carry people through, because 17 seconds is a longer ad. Just $9 plus free shipping, that's great. I would have liked to see that a little bit sooner. However, though, let's go to the headline. A way better way to shave, just $9 plus free shipping. So they get you there at the end. And if this was, retrofitted for Instagram stories, I would hope that would then be kind of like the pseudo call to action swipe up line of copy. If you're not putting that in your ads, I ask you to consider it. Always tell your customer what to do. And that can be a big incentive. Just $9, like, whew, that's pretty cheap for a razor. So that right there, price can always be an incentive, a differentiator that inspires people, again, to go to the storefront and buy, which is your website. I think the big thing would be, I would really like to have seen the just $9, the free shipping a little bit sooner in the ad, just because statistically, you really have the first 4 seconds to hook somebody. Do I think that they hooked someone in those first 4 seconds? Yes, probably. I think that the testimonial was strong enough. Do I think that they may or may not have made it all the way through to get, that final hook, line, and sinker, the $9 in free shipping? I don't know. I don't know their numbers. I can't see the analytics on this. But my guess is probably majority no. So move what's super important to the beginning. And what's really cool too is that it doesn't have to be a full text frame to get that across. So what they could have done would be to put a cute little emblem, put a little circle, put something fun that gets the information there without having to wait all the way to the end. I feel like I see that a lot. It's kind of like the hook, line, and sinker is at the end. Chances are they didn't make it to the end, which I hate to say, but it's true. So always plan, put that big message in the beginning, but overall, really pretty. Okay, so ad number 2, let's pull it up. There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna play it for you so that you can take a look. Feels like shaving with marshmallows. We're squeezing shit while we're shaving now. Oh, a lot of press logos. Woo! Oh, hello. $9 in free shipping. Okay, and we're done. So let's start with the body copy. We're gonna just we'll play that again, just in case you missed it the first time. But I'm gonna keep talking. So the body copy, meet the razor making shaving feel and look a whole lot better, just $9 plus free shipping. There's a lot I really like about that. Again, they've put that just $9 in free shipping in a different spot. I don't know if they're testing, maybe they are. Good test, see if it makes a bigger difference in the body copy, in the headline. Again though, like I said, that hierarchy of ad creative, testing body copy is really not the greatest way to go. We've never really seen ever testing copy make a significant difference. And why is that? It's because your ad visual is the number 1 magnet for someone to click. So if you're gonna really get into testing, test the visuals. That's what makes the biggest impact. So let's move on to the visual then. I love video. Video looks great, and I love how big the text is. I think what they did here, again, I can't see the numbers. This is a risk that we have also done where you equate your product to something that feels a little like unrelated, okay? So whether you talk about it, being so incredible that it's like magic, or you do, like they're using marshmallows. I love that they showed marshmallows. If they haven't showed marshmallows, I would have been like, oh, this is a little bit of a stretch, especially because I don't really know what that means. And it doesn't really sound like it means anything, but again, this could be something that's really working for them. What they did do though was that they grounded it with the product fast, okay? So if you're going to do something like this, where you're gonna try and like really almost kind of interrupt somebody's initial thought pattern with this, like it feels like a marshmallow, you're showing marshmallows. If you're gonna do that, show the product pretty friggin' quick. Otherwise, am I making Rice Krispies? Maybe, I don't know. I like Rice Krispies, but like I've never bought marshmallows online. So again, I think that if you do have a large enough audience and you are a big enough brand, you can get away with stuff like this. If you're a smaller brand, I would maybe wait, just because again, it can get a little confusing. So let's just keep going in there. Feels like shaving with marshmallows. Yeah, that looks pretty smooth. And then we see press logos. I love press logos, but I like them in the right way. This, I think, is 50% there. Why? Because did one of those publications say that it feels like shaving with marshmallows? I don't know. It's not attributed to anybody. So did they all say that? Chances are 100% no. So what are they trying to communicate? Got it. They want to associate these big names with their brand, which I'm sure they've received great press for. This can be solved so quickly. Loved by, we're blushing from reviews by, whatever, that's a terrible line, but you know what I'm saying. Give it a little bit more context. Otherwise, you're left thinking, like, is everybody actually shaving with marshmallows at Glamour? Who else is in that lineup? Essence, whatever, nylon. The one thing I do want to say about this from a legal standpoint, and you should always be asking yourself when you are involving other entities that do not involve your brand, your branding, whatever, specifically press logos, is this something that's going to get me in trouble? Even if you're adding like Giphy stickers and it's intellectual property, whether it's, like a Disney princess or whatever, that doesn't matter. But the point is this something that someone could come after me for? And I would always err on the side of caution. So by mounting those logos, as you can see, I'll have them run through it, on, the different colors, that could be problematic. A lot of times when you're using press logos, they are very specific. It either needs to be in the brand color that it's come from, or black or white. But I don't, who knows? Billie probably has, good relationships with these publications. Just letting you know, I would say that would be a no-no. And then again, that just $9, they've saved it to the end. Why? Tell me earlier. And I get it. It's in the body copy, but again, this is your number one. Your visual is your number one. Pull it up to the front. There's no reason it should be hiding in the back. And it's going a little fast, which is fine. That can totally be, a visual strategy, but make it fast in the beginning. And then the headline, the razor everyone is talking about. Okay, I get it. They're trying to play in the press, but then why don't we say during that press logo slideshow, the razor that everybody's talking about? Yeah. Also, I think it's important to note that, they're not using subheadlines, which, again, maybe they are only running this on Instagram. Maybe this is poorly cropped for Instagram stories. But if it is going in the Facebook newsfeed, that's real estate, that's valuable. Give me something. Honestly, add the $9 plus free shipping messaging again in there. Okay, our last ad, number 3. Let's pull it up. Let's let that play. This is a really fun GIF that we can just kind of loop for a little bit so that you can have enough time to read through all of these beautiful press quotes that they are cycling through. So one thing that we haven't talked about yet with Billie's ads is we haven't looked at something that wasn't video focused, which a lot of people watching, I'm sure, don't necessarily have huge studio video productions like Billie has. And that's okay. You don't need to. So if you see here, what they've done is this has clearly been done in Photoshop, and they're just taking a product shot and they're creating a pattern. They're creating a really easy, simple, but effective GIF. So just want to start there. So let's start with the body copy. The most sold out razor of the year is finally back in stock. Super effective. I don't have a lot to say about that other than if you have those stats, if your product has sold out, tell us. People love that. People love to know that there was scarcity at one point in time because so many people ran to click to buy. Did it sell out more than once? Tell me that. Again, just another really great effective way to use body copy. So let's go to the visual. So again, this was clearly done in Photoshop. And they are using press quotes, which I love. There are a million ways to use press quotes. This is a good one. And they're using the quickest, what I kind of call the soundbite quote. So it's, what is the zinger? What's the one line? What's the biggest takeaway that's going to have the biggest impact that has the fewest amount of words? Pretty self-explanatory. I love it. I think it's really effective. I think that this is definitely the most effective ad that we've seen from them. And then again, they waited to the end, which is fine though, because this one moves fast, that just $9 plus free shipping, which is clearly, if it's on every ad, it's clearly, their big push. It's their big differentiator. It's what really encourages people to buy. So they're using it. What is your big differentiator? What is really encouraging your customers to click and buy? Do you know? If you don't, do a survey. That's the easiest way to find out. Whatever the most common answer is, start working that into your visual creative and your body copy. You will be shocked. Your customers will give you what you're looking for. You just have to ask them. Yeah, it's bright, it's beautiful, it's simple, it's to the point, and it uses press. If you've got press, use it. This is a great way, honestly. How can you copy this for your brand? You know, it's never gonna look exactly like this, but this is a beautiful template to work from. And then Billie razors built for womankind. You know, that's not bad. It's not great, but it, you know, it's effective. It communicates that like this is a razor built for women. You know, judging by the colors, I think that, you know, someone would probably infer that this is a more feminine product just because we're looking at pastels, not to like genderize color. Is genderize a word? I don't even know. Tenderize, genderize, gross. Okay, so whatever. Point is, it's not great, but it's not terrible. I think they could have probably given a little bit more. You know, the only big differentiator is that $9 plus free shipping. But like if this sold out, why did it sell out? It didn't sell out because it's built for women. It probably sold out because, I don't know, maybe it's, you know, cute. Maybe they got a lot of colors. Maybe it's because of the new glow in the dark one that they really, I don't know what it is, but it's not because it was built by women. So tell me why. Why did it sell out? Again, you want everything to kind of connect. Yeah, I think it's pretty effective though. So that's all we've got today. I could go for a really long time. They're running a lot of different templates. I highly suggest dropping into their ad library and taking a look for yourself. Again, I want to preface, because I didn't do this in the beginning, I don't know the numbers behind this. I don't know the analytics. An ad that I said could be better, could be their top performer. I have no idea. But again, from my experience of designing ad creative for D2C clients for the last 5 years, that's just my perspective on seeing what I know has worked in the past and what continues to work. So if after watching this, you're like, you know, I think they could make my ads better, I bet you I could. So there's a link below to get in touch with us, and you know, we can connect and I can take a look under your hood and see, you know, how we can spiff up your ads. Anyways, I will be back next week with something advertising and e-commerce related. And until then, I hope you have a good one.